welcome to another episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button down below right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful, helpful, insightful, entertaining, in any way, shape or form, or you just want to give it some love. The thumb up really does help this channel to grow and helps to raise awareness of asexuality and get all your questions answered. So if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bowman, author of this beautiful book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. I'm also the founder of asexualise.com and the founder of Asexualise Academy. So welcome to tonight's episode, and in tonight's episode I want to talk to you about what do you do if you are heteroromantic and a homoromantic approaches you, or what do you do if you're homoromantic and a heteroromantic approaches you. So what do you do if you're on an asexual dating site or an asexual dating app and you're, hi Ray, nice to see you, lovely to see you, thank you so much. Can I have a thumbs up? That would be great. So if you are, thank you, love you to bits. So if you are, so I'm a heteroromantic, right? I'm only interested and attracted to guys, male guys, right? I tend to be attracted to cisgender guys. So if you don't know what that means, it's someone who was born male and still male now. So I tend to be attracted to, thank you, Ray, for supporting me. And thanks for the other thumbs up, for whoever else has given me a thumbs up as well. I appreciate that. And so basically, what do you do? Like, I'm heteroromantic, right? But sometimes homoromantic women approach me, okay? And you're like, kind of like, what do I do about that, right? Because it's kind of a weird scenario to be in, isn't it? When you've clearly put on your profile that you are into guys, but yet you've got females approaching you. Or it could be that you're a homoromantic guy into guys, and then you've got heterosexual guys approaching you, or heteroromantic girls approach you, and you're into guys. See, so it can work either way. So basically, you're getting a person attracted to you who's a different sexual orientation than what you would be attracted to. That's what I'm trying to say. So on ASAP tonight, I got this woman approach me from abroad. And she said, hi, friend. Well, that was kind of positive because she's using the word friend. So that was really good because I knew then that she's not necessarily looking for a relationship with me because she's homoromantic. But however, some people can still be attracted to someone. I'm not saying they are, but obviously it's a possibility. So what should you do in these scenarios? Because you don't want the conversation to go on and on, not realize. So before, I had a girl on ASAP a long time ago, probably over a year ago now. And I didn't even know she was into women. And we were talking quite a bit on there. And after she said she found a partner now and she stopped talking to me, I think we had one or two more conversations afterwards, but that was it. I kind of thought to myself, well, was she actually interested in talking to me because she fancied me? Or was she literally only talking to me as a friend? But then as she got a partner and no longer was speaking to me, I guess that maybe she was actually looking for a partner all along, and maybe she was interested in me more than just a friend and I didn't realise. And so, because I do have lesbian friends, I do have gay friends as well. They're not asexual, and I know asexuals that are homo, so like lesbian asexuals as well. Do you know what I mean? Friends. So it can be difficult sometimes because you just, sometimes you're oblivious to what's going on, especially if you don't think that way. And, sometimes I see a homoromantic person and I think, well, just because they're talking to me doesn't mean to say they're attracted to me. They might just want a friend. But then you can make the other mistake like I did before of not realising that maybe someone was talking to me because they were attracted to me. But some people make it blatantly obvious. Sounds like she was looking. Looking for a girlfriend, you mean? Well, anyway, I did. So what I said to her, I don't know if she's tuned in because I did give her my channel. Hello, if she's tuned in. So what I did, you know, I'm not going to reveal her name or any personal details. I don't do that, as you know. But I girlfriend, yes, I mean, yeah, I'm not, you know, I still think she might be. I mean, she's obviously on there for, it says chat, friendship, relationship, I think she's put. But, you know, she said that so what I did was, anyway, I explained to her that I'm heteroromantic. And then she proceeded to ask me where I live. And usually when someone does that, from my point of view as a heteroromantic, it means they want to get to know me better. And I'm kind of telling them that I'm heteroromantic to let them know that I'm not interested in women. So because she asked me where I lived, then I thought, rather than just let the conversation carry on, I would make it clear. And I said, I'm heteroromantic and only attracted to guys. And I noticed you are homoromantic. And I just wanted to make it clear and let you know, I just wanted to let you know that, I think was the words they used. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. And they're like, oh, that's okay. I just wanted to chat because I'm bored. I mean, I do chat to some people on ASAP. There's a guy I've started talking to quite a lot recently on there, but he is looking for a relationship, you know, not just friendship. And, you know, he lives in this country. I don't know if he's interested in that with me. I think he's just interested in chatting as well. But, do you know what I mean? There's reason for me to be talking to him quite a bit on there because he is heteroromantic in the UK and he is very chatty with me, asking me lots of questions about myself. So, and I don't know if he's interested in me in more than a friend or if he's just talking to me as a friend because I only just started talking to him. But, you know, I don't really have time. I can get bored sometimes, like if it's monotonous stuff I'm doing, but I just, you know, I have to make sure I get all my other work done as well. Like I have got a lot to do tonight. But, you know, with the guy, I've spent a bit more time talking to him because I don't know if he's single. And I don't know if he's interested in me because he's asking me a lot of questions, which I don't that often get with guys unless they're interested romantically. But I think maybe they're just being friendly. I don't know. So I'll park that one and leave it in reserve. Oh, hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Lots of love. So yeah, so anyway, so other situations that have cropped up as well. I was on asexuality.org. This is again, it's over a year ago, and I got a girl approaching me on that, and she was interested in a relationship with me. She made it clear in private message and even asked me. And she was only, I think she was only 17 years old, something like that. She was really young. Well, she might have even been 16. She was really, really young. And she did say to me, in the messages, she started talking to me, and then she did say, I'm interested in a relationship with you. And so I think I said something like, oh, I think it's really sweet and nice that you feel that way, but I am only into guys. You know what I mean? So when anyone approaches you and you are a different sexual orientation and attracted to a different type of gender than they are, the best thing to do is to be as polite as possible and realize that they are, you know, they're making bold action to actually let you know that they're interested in you, you know, and they're kind of being like bold and brave. And I do respect people that are bold and brave. As you know, on this channel, I'm all about seeking opportunities, grabbing opportunities when they come along and putting yourself out there. And so for these people who do approach me, even though I'm only into guys, some of them don't know I'm just into guys unless they see my profile. But I do get quite a few approaching me. Well, not loads, but I do, you know, I do get them, women approaching me, even though I say I'm heteroromantic on my profile. And sometimes it happens all at once. Like this girl messaged me, like I said, on ASAP tonight. I mean, loads of guys would find her attractive, to be quite honest with you. So from that point of view, I feel quite honoured that someone who a lot of guys would be attracted to, who's not an ugly person, who's okay in and of their right. I don't get attracted to women, so I'm being very careful what I say because I'm really not attracted to women. But in and of herself, I know loads of guys would fancy her. So therefore, she must be a universally attractive girl to many guys. You know, therefore, probably a lot of women would like her if they were into women. But I'm not. But you know, it's nice if someone's attracted to you and they are aesthetically, I don't know how to put it because I'm not attracted to them. Do you know what I mean? But in and of their own right, they are aesthetically appealing to to guys usually. That's all I can say, because I you know, like I'm not homo. I want to make it clear. So do you know what I mean? But in and of her own right, I know that a lot of guys would fancy her, because I know what guys are into, especially because I've been in heterosexual relationships for half my life, and I know they'd find her very attractive. And so it's kind of, you have to kind of think that it's kind of flattering that someone in and of their own right who's aesthetically attractive for their gender, and that other people would find them attractive, that they're attracted to you. Do you know what I mean? So you're not just getting people who maybe not so good looking attracted to you. You're getting, I know a lot of it's to do with personality as well, and that's important, but obviously if you don't know someone, all you've got to go on is their looks. And if you get people who are attracted to you that are aesthetically good looking in and of their own right, or someone else would find them aesthetically really good looking, like I know loads of guys would find her aesthetically good looking, then it's kind of very flattering. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're getting someone who's coming after you just because they can't get anyone. They clearly are the person that could probably get someone. I mean, obviously it might be harder for them because they're homoromantic, but you know, that's what I'm trying to say. And so, you know, I kind of take the stance that I appreciate the attraction towards me. I think it's really kind and nice of them, in the sense that it's a nice gesture. It's kind of flattering, but I'm really not interested in women. That's what I have to say. And sometimes I say it in a, you know, like a very polite, nice way, and I try to always say it, but sometimes I have to be, you know, you do have to be firm sometimes, because obviously if you carry on chatting to them, they might think I'm just saying that, and really I am attracted to women. So it's very difficult, and it's difficult with the work I do for asexuals, because obviously I'm going to get loads of people, including homoromantics, talk to me sometimes because of the work I do for asexuals. So sometimes I'm trying to ascertain whether they're talking to me from a more professional point of view, or whether they're talking to me because they fancy me. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but then if they're not talking about anything to do with, I want to know more about asexuality or work stuff I do, then usually it's because they're attracted to me, to be quite honest with you. But you know, so I think if someone, you know, is like that, putting themselves out there, then you have to think that, you know, it's quite flattering, because, you know, some people, like what I remember some people in my dating group once, a long time ago, they said, well, you're lucky you get people attracted to you because they feel unattractive. And years ago, I didn't feel attractive. I didn't have self-love then. I felt, you know, I didn't like my look. Well, I've always liked my hair, to be honest with you. That's my number one thing I've always loved. Even though I didn't like myself very much in the past, I've always loved my hair. I absolutely adore my hair. It's one thing I always love. You know, I love I love my hair. So there are some things I've always liked about myself, but in general, you know, I wasn't feeling very attractive years ago. And so it's kind of nice. And I got, you know, you've got to be appreciative and thankful and grateful that people are finding you attractive. You know, like I get anything from 17-year-old guys up to like 65-year-olds plus finding me attractive. And that's a lot of ranges of different ages. And the fact that I get women attracted to me too, you know, it's weird in the sense that I'm not attracted back at all, but it's kind of nice and flattering that they are. I mean, I had some connect with me on an asexual dating site today, and they say they're trans man, but they haven't had any medication yet. So they are female still, completely in body at the moment. So they look like a female, and do you know what I mean? Clearly look like a woman. Because they got a woman's body, and you can see in their face that they're a woman. And so, you know, I'm not actually attracted to them at all, because I'm not attracted to women, but I didn't know whether they wanted to friend request me just because of all the work I do for asexuals, because sometimes I get that. They like friend request me on the dating site because I do a lot of stuff on there to do with asexuality as well. And it's on asexuality.com. I've got an ongoing thread that's very popular on there. I post stuff about meetups on there. And so it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know if they're being friendly or if that person fancies me, because I noticed in their profile, I thought I would look at their profile just to see, because obviously sometimes you can kind of make a judgment, although it's not great to judge. You have to kind of judge sometimes situations, you know, for your own safety or to learn things, you know, and, you know, and then see if you're right or not. But I did look in their profile, and their profile, had I been interested in a woman, would probably be compatible with mine in a sense of the type of relationship I'm looking for. So I guess they might be attracted to me in a romantic way, because obviously if they're changing into a guy and I'm looking for a guy, they class themselves as a guy now, even though they're female in body looking for a woman. Then I'm guessing they're probably friending me because they're attracted to me. And it was hard to decide whether to accept their friendship or not. But I thought, well, accept their friendship, Sandra, and then Do you know what I mean? It's like, if they say anything to you, you just have to say, well, you are heteroromantic, and because I get a lot of friend requests on asexuality, like, and from women who want to be my friend on there as well, not just and people who don't even speak to me on there. It's kind of like, it's a bit like a bookmark system. I think sometimes they're like, I'll friend you, and then because on asexuality you friend someone, and I have loads of people friend me who don't even speak to me, guys and some girls, but a lot of them are guys, but they don't ever talk to me. And sometimes it's me who friend request them, and I'll send them a message. They don't respond to my message, but they'll accept the friend request. And so it's kind of like you end up with lots of friends on there that don't really speak to you. Obviously, they're not your real friends. But sometimes it works like a bookmarking system, so that if you're quite interested in someone's profile or them as a person, you can add them as a friend. If they accept, it's like you've kept them on file in your list of friends, if you know what I mean. It's a very bizarre thing. So I think you've got to judge each situation. That's why another reason why I left the group. So many guys tried to add me. Ha ha. Really, Ray? That's really interesting. So Sam, who's not on here tonight, I don't think, unless they're being very quiet, who's usually on this channel, my best friend, they get a lot of heterosexual guys attracted to them. And they're into guys, but they're asexual. So they're a homoromantic asexual. These are heterosexual guys that are approaching them for like a relationship, like 2 or 3 of them at a time sometimes. And they're sexually attracted to them. And because Sam's female, Sam's, sorry, not female, I'm calling Sam female now. Sam doesn't identify as male or female. They identify as non-binary, but they are still male in body. So a heterosexual guy that approaches Sam thinks they're a guy, and clearly they are being false about their relationship with their partner. When they got a partner, a female, and they're into guys, they're just lying behind their partner's back. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very interesting, Ray, that you've got so many guys trying to add you. Very interesting. And so, it seems there's a lot more guys that are into guys that would like to admit. And I honestly think there's a lot of guys into guys. Like when I come across asexuals, a lot of the guys are into guys, not women. So predominantly, there's meant to be more asexual women in proportion to guys. Creeps you out, Ray. To be honest, there's meant to be more. There's meant to be more female asexuals than males. The ratio of females are higher, but most of my friends who are asexual are guys. Most of the people that come to my asexual meetups are guys. And I noticed that's the difference between my meetups and some of the other ones. There's one of my really good friends, asexual friends, they have a meetup, but their meetup, I think, is predominantly women. But because I've got most guy friends, most of my meetups are guys. Sometimes it's just like me, one other girl, and the rest guys. Do you know what I mean? Or me, the other girl, and guys and non-binary. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very interesting. And I used to kind of like, I think I used to be more adverse to being approached by a lesbian. Do you know what I mean? In the past, but it's kind of like, I just think to myself now that, I'd rather only be approached by guys. But at the end of the day, I just think, well, it's nice that they find me attractive, even though I'm not attracted back. It's flattering, really. And that, because not everyone gets to feel attractive, do they? Do you know what I'm saying? But, I'm really not attracted to women. Oh, right. No. Sorry. I just had to deal with someone and get rid of their message because it's disgusting. So they're hidden now, so they can go off the channel. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so this is an asexual channel, lack sexual attraction, just to confirm that. Asexuality is a lack of sexual attraction. I mean, I don't need, want, or like sexual intercourse, and I don't want to have it ever again. Thanks very much. Just to make this clear. So, carrying on. Yeah. So basically, when I was on asexuality.org, I did have this young girl approach me. I said, I think she was 16 or 17. I don't think she was even 18, but she did make it clear she wanted a relationship with me. She was. At first, I didn't quite know. At first, but then it was soon apparent. She did ask me. Now, I think a person like that's got guts, even though I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? I think it's got guts. Like, I do appreciate people who've got guts and a respect the fact they've putting themselves out there. I had a homoromantic girl as well a long time ago approached me in an asexual dating group on Facebook in front of everyone, and in some ways they've been a bit more like forthcoming and manly than actual men have. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a like I said, this woman, she was open in the asexual dating group saying, she was interested in dating me. And I had to politely say, no, thanks very much, but I'm only interested in guys. And she's like, oh, but I'm really attracted to you or whatever. Or I find you really attractive or interesting or to be in a relationship with or something like that. She was basically attracted to me. She said blatantly. And so I said, yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, but I'm really only attracted to guys. I'm just not attracted to women whatsoever. And so sometimes you have to then start getting firmer and start spelling it out. Look, I'm really not attracted to women at all. So first you have to be nice, polite, kind, considerate, grateful, thankful, and then you do have to put your foot down at some point, because otherwise they'll just think you're carrying on chatting to them and therefore you must fancy them back, and that's just simply not the case. Because obviously if I don't experience any attraction whatsoever to women, I carry on speaking to them. Doesn't matter how much I talk to them, I'll never be attracted to them. There's nothing there. Do you know what I mean? It's just dead. So but obviously if you're if you're not, it's like me going after homoromantic guys. What's the point? If a guy decides that he's interested in men only, not females, then I've got to just suck that up. Do you know what I mean? Like one of my close asexual friends, they identified as panromantic, but now they've decided they're just into guys to have a relationship with. They were into women as well. So there you go. That's what happens sometimes. And one of my biromantic male asexual friends, they decided they were homoromantic, so only into guys. My bestest friend did identify as panromantic. Now they identify as, I can't remember the term. I said it the other day. It's I always get it wrong. It begins with A. But basically, they're interested in male-looking people only. So yeah, it's just, do you see what I mean? You've just got to really respect other people. If someone's not interesting, you don't waste your time on them. So if you are homoromantic that's watching this, interested in a heteromantic, and you really want a relationship with them, it's no go. It's not going to happen. So don't waste your time on that person, but put your time and energy into looking for someone more suitable who's going to be attracted to you back. I say that with any sexual orientation. Don't waste your time with anyone, no matter what gender or orientation you are, with someone who's not that into you. It's a waste of time and life. Put your energy into people who really care about you as a friend and obviously as a potential relationship. I can't go round speaking to 20 people at once. I haven't got the time. Do you know what I mean? I need to, I'm specifically on asexual dating sites and an app really to look for a relationship, because I know if I happen to meet someone who becomes a really good friend, that's great. But predominantly I'm looking for a relationship. I'm not looking to spend 3 or 4 hours every night just chatting to people. It's not what I need to do in my life. I've got a very fulfilling life myself and I need to get stuff done. And I can't get stuff done if I'm online all the time, talking to everyone all the time. But I do appreciate my best friends and people that come on here, who spend time, caring about me. And, it's not like I don't want any messaging whatsoever. I'm not saying that, but to people I don't know, and, I don't mind, it's nice to have some friends, but I don't need to, some people, they just spend literally hours on these dating sites or apps, just wasting time, in my opinion, because they got nothing better to do for 3 or 4 hours. That's not who I am. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, you get the opposite as well, that a lot of people on asexual dating sites, they don't even speak, even though they are looking for a serious relationship. A lot of the time, I think that's because they're introverted, and people who are introverted tend to not keep conversations up and tend to keep themselves more, and they don't put themselves out there. And even if you're introverted, if you really, really want a relationship, you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get out there and message people and start seeing people in real life. Always, when you're dating on the internet, eventually, as soon as possible, you should be taking it offline in person. You shouldn't just be spending all time on online dating. It's not healthy. You know, you meet that person online, you chat to them, message them, start video chatting with them, and then arrange to see them in person. Because then you know when you meet up if you're wasting your time or not. If you meet up with them in person, there's absolutely no spark between you. You don't really get on or understand each other. You know what I mean? It's better to walk away and then use that time more wisely. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but you know, in terms of other people, you know, if you're not attracted back, make it clear to the person. Don't keep them hanging on. You know, if you notice you're like, if I notice I'm being messaged by someone who's homoromantic, if they start a conversation with me, then I am going to let them know that I'm heteroromantic, not homoromantic. I'm getting my words mixed up sometimes. I'm definitely heteroromantic, not homoromantic. Oh my god. Make that clear. Yeah, I'm not homoromantic. Do you know what I mean? So it's really important, but I think you can be kind, considerate, and polite. First of all, you know, I don't think it's great to just go, well, I hate, you know, I hate homoromantics or I hate heteroromantics, you know, and I'm not that way inclined. I don't think that's not unnecessary. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if someone starts to get pushy, it's different. Like I had one person on ASAP who clearly I don't think was asexual. They're pretty much asexual, not asexual. They're pretty much asexual, heterosexual, not heterosexual. They're pretty much asexual woman. So they were asexual woman into women. That's what I'm trying to say. And so basically, it's been a long day. And so basically, they started messaging on my Ace app and they start saying, hey, babes. Now, that's very different to the woman I had tonight going, hi, friend. You know, this person's like saying, hey, babes. I don't even like guys, and I'm heteromantic, saying, hey, babes to me. Because it's like, well, you're clearly chatting up all the women just by calling me babes. I'm not your babes when you don't even know me. Do you know what I mean? It's different if I was in a relationship with someone, but I'm not. And so this woman on ASAP a long time ago, she goes, hi, babes. And I said, I'm into guys. I'm heteromantic. And she's like, okay. And the next minute she goes, oh, can we video chat? And I'm like, no. And a lot of people, you know what I mean? People like that basically are after sex, usually cam sex, you know? And in the least, she's being ignorant, because if I've told her I'm interested in guys only, and that's blatantly it, she's clearly calling me babes after, you know, babes is like a relationship term, a fancy you term. It's not something you speak to a friend about or acquaintance. Do you know what I mean? So when they're speaking like that, you know, they're after a relationship. And you know, and so I had to be, you know, firm with them. I think I blocked them. Yeah, blocked them in the end as soon as they start about video chat, because I'm not interested. When I've told them I'm not interested, and then they try and video chat, I'm pretty sure they were sexual, and that, you know, they wanted, you know, a lot of them want cam sex and stuff like that. It's disgusting. Some give up even after you tell. Some give up even after you tell them. Don't you mean some never give up even after you tell them? I think you mean some never give up even after you tell them. Some of them don't, and you have to block them, because that's what I do with guys as well. You know, I get a lot of sexual guys approach me. I block them. So it's no different. I don't treat, never. So I don't treat homoromantic women any different than I treat guys that I'm not interested in. You know, I'll be polite and they'll block them. Well, some guys, I'm not even polite. Some guys I'll just block depending on what sort of stuff they say to me. Oh, I got this guy the other day. Well, I don't know if he's still on here. He was another one from the sexual dating group. I don't know if I've still got it up. Where is it? I don't know if I've still got it up. I don't know if I can get it up on here. I can never usually get it up when I'm talking to you. It was one of those, oh, hi, sweetie, kiss, kiss, rubbish. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing. And it was like, what on earth are you doing? And it was just really weird. I don't know if I can get it up now. Let me see. I don't think I can. It comes up sometimes and then it doesn't come up other times. It's really weird. No, I think it's I can only get it up if I go into Facebook itself. But yeah, so you know, they just write some of these guys write stupid comments, and it's like, well, I'm not even interested in that. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just write stupid things. What did they put? Let me get it up and then I'll delete it again. But yeah, I mean, so I think that you know, if you have got someone who's interested in you and you're just not attracted to that sexuality, you just have to be polite, be firm with them. And then if they're not, you know, and then if they're going to get funny with you, then, you know, you're going to have to get firmer back, you know, and make it blatant, and just, you know, say to them in tone of voice, like, I'm not interested. Simple as that, you know. You be polite first of all, but if they start getting funny, you know, just and you don't even have to reply, just block them. Sometimes if you carry on speaking, then they don't believe what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of understand that, because if you're still talking to the person, then it's kind of like, why are you still talking to the person? Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, it's difficult if you want to be a kind person at the same time. But it comes a time when you've just got to spell it out, because you're just wasting their time and they're wasting yours, really. And it's like, if they're wasting yours and you're wasting theirs, I don't see a point in carrying on, really. I also had a lesbian attracted to me in my old job as well, and she actually asked me out on a date, and that was to go for a meal with her. And she said that she'd actually become a lesbian because she was so badly abused by guys, and she just wasn't interested in guys anymore, which I think is a very rare case. And I was saying to her, I said, look, because she was like asking me face to face, it wasn't over the internet. And I said, look, I'm, you know, it's really nice. I think I might even say I feel flattered, but, you know, I'm only into guys. I'm only attracted to guys. And she's like, oh, but you're so kind, you're so caring. Because she was sat there talking to me about all her past trauma and stuff, which I think she needed someone to talk to. And she did want a woman. She really did. And I said to her, I said, well, Google like lesbian dating sites. And she's like, oh, do things like that exist? I said, well, yeah, there's pretty much dating sites for everything. And lesbian forums and stuff like that. I said, I'm sure, I think I found one for her on Google. So I was in work at the time. She was a customer, but I was finding this stuff for her to help her. And I think I found a lesbian dating site for her and said, try this, you know, or a meetup group or something it might have been. I said, try this because it, you know, it will help you to not feel like, I think it's like on your own, you know, there are other people like you. I just wanted you to know that, you know. I did feel a bit sorry for her. I mean, she was older than me and she was a nice person, you know. She'd just been heartbroken by guys and she just really wanted a nice companionship woman to love all her life and be with, you know, like a best friend. And I did understand that. And she thought I was so kind because I was listening to her, and I am a kind person, you know. And it was hard. It was hard because obviously you know, she's not a horrible person. You could tell she just wanted a lot of love and care. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not the person to do it because I'm not attracted to women whatsoever. So as much as I appreciate her, you know, I couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? What did Heather say? Oh, Ray, I just blocked them. Yeah. They write silly things, nonsense. Yeah, the guys do. Let's see what this guy's put before I delete it. I wanted to tell you. So oh yeah, this guy's called Alfred, lives in a completely different country. I'm only saying his first name. And this is the one that's repeated the same thing 3 times. It's like as if I can't see what he's written. Hi cutie, I am interested in you. I'm good kisser too. Would love to be your romantic. Would love to be your romance. What's on your mind? And it's just repeat. Oh, and the second message is, hi cutie, I'm interested in you. I'm good kisser too. A healthy, no disabled guy. Would love to be your romance. What's on your mind? And then the third one, hi cutie, I'm interested in you. I'm a good kisser, a healthy, no disabled guy. Would love to be your romance. What's on your mind? This is a guy that's in the disabled dating group that I'm in, because I joined. So I'm just going to block him. I joined a disabled dating group because obviously I got fibromyalgia. And I thought there might be some people that, I mean, I'm asexual anyway, so I don't want sex. But I thought there might be some people in the disabled dating group in the UK that didn't, you know, wasn't able to have sex for disabled reasons. And I thought just maybe I might find someone suitable there, but I haven't found anyone. A lot of them are very, you know, they've got very, there's one other person, female though, she's got fibromyalgia in there. But you know, a lot of them have got cerebral palsy and other things. So they got a lot of them have got very severe. I can't speak tonight. Severe disabilities, which I'm not saying I can be with someone who's disabled, but I can't be a carer to someone, especially because of my own disability with fibromyalgia. I can't like lift people and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you know, lift, you know, because some of them, they would need someone who is a partner who could lift them up and things like that and help them out, get in their chairs and all that type of thing. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So, So I think when you're, if you're considering dating someone who's got disability, you just have to, because I've got a disability myself, a fibro, you just got to think, could you live with their disability, and could you help them, and could you be good for their disability and themselves, and would it work with yours if you got your own disability? Do you know what I mean? I think it's important to be realistic about these things. You know what I mean? Like, I know not everyone could probably be with someone who had fibre. I mean, I manage it super well. But if a guy wants to cook her and clean her and wash her up, or it ain't me. I'm not doing that for a guy. If I did, my quality of life would deplete, and I hate that type of thing. And I won't do it anymore, because I need all my energy for myself and having a nice, happy life, which keeps me a lot of pain, my pain down, or pain, so I don't experience as much pain, because I'm happy and jolly and doing things I love. And so that's so important. But yeah, but going back to like, if you get someone who's attracted to you, not, first thing is to let them know who you are attracted to. So make it clear, be polite, think, yes, that's flattering, that's really nice, kind and caring of them, even though you don't feel the same way, because obviously they put themselves out like that, they didn't have to do it. I'm not really talking about the sexuals that come after you. I'm talking about asexuals, really, because this is homoromantic and heteroromantic. So I'm kind of honing down more asexuals when I'm talking in this context. But obviously, like, like I said, I got a lesbian at my old job that was interested in me, a customer, and I let her down gently as well. So it's important, to care for people's feelings and not be nasty about it. It's like, if I get, I mean, I'm not interested in older guys. I find it really, Ray's an exception that I will talk to Ray, and I feel comfortable with Ray. Do you know what I mean? I can't kiss Ray, but I feel very comfortable talking to Ray, even though he's a lot older than me. But with the present company excluded, most older guys, I'm just not interested in like, there is another guy though that's asexual in my city, and he's much older than me, and he's got an asexual girlfriend. He's 58, and his asexual fiance now, sorry, he's 20, just turned 23. So they're in a serious committed relationship together. They just got engaged this year. So obviously I'm not interested, but I can still talk to him and get on with him as well. So, I can get on with some older guys, but, if an older guy approaches me on dating site, I find that personally repulsive, because I'm not interested in older guys. But I don't go around usually saying to them specifically, directly, you're repulsive to me, because it's, you know what I mean? It's just like, a lot of women like older guys. It's just I don't, and I'm an older girl that likes younger guys, and some younger guys will find that great, and other younger guys will find that repulsive. Do you know what I mean? So if everyone's an individual, that's what I'm trying to say, and you have to address the situation as it is, but you have to speak your truth. I mean, just imagine how many, like I said earlier, there are heterosexual guys, or ones posing as heterosexual guys, and really they're into guys, they're homosexual guys. There is a lot of them. I'm telling you, there is a heck of a lot of them. There's a lot of them abroad, and I think that's why they try to come to the UK. Then when they get to the UK, you're like, if I look up guys I like on asexuality, foreign guys in the UK, the majority of them are homoromantic. And I think that's because in their own country, they can't be that way. They can't be a gay asexual or even gay guy in their own country, because they get punished for it. Some, can even face stuff like death because of it. Do you know what I mean? So, laugh out loud, right? Oh, bless you. I'm glad yeah, you're different. But yeah, it's kind of like, you've got to take each circumstance as it comes. But like I said, that I believe there are so many guys into guys. Seriously, I just think I think there's a lot more population in the whole entire world that are guys into guys. I would say that what I come across and what I experience, I would say there's far less guys into women than there is guys into guys. Whether that's just because I'm in the asexual community the most, I don't know, but there are a heck of a lot of guys that I believe are into guys that aren't asexual as well. A heck of a lot of them. I think that if I was born a guy, I would be into guys. I already know that. I would definitely be a gay asexual guy. I'd be a homoromantic guy. I 100% know that, because I'm not attracted to women at all. I don't get attracted to their bodies at all. I can kiss a guy's chest. I couldn't touch I couldn't touch a female body, and and I know that I'm repulsed by the female body. I'm repulsed, naked repulsed as it is. I hate naked body. But if I have to choose, I would choose a guy's body every single time, and I could kiss, lick, suck a guy's body, top half, not bottom, usually. But I have done the whole thing with a guy in the past with my exes. Do you know what I mean? And if I had to see one naked, it would always be a guy, because I'm not attracted to women whatsoever. I'm just not. And so, therefore I know I can never be with a woman, because I do love kissing and stuff like that, and I can't kiss a woman. You know what I mean? It would just be repulsive because I'm not attracted to that. Just like if a guy's into a guy and trying to kiss a woman, and he's just into guys, not into guys and girls, he would be repulsed. He'd be like, why am I kissing a woman? That's gross, because he's not attracted to them. And it's the same for any gender and sexual orientation. You are attracted to who you're attracted to. But I think, if someone's got the guts to actually put themselves out there and say, hey, I'm attracted to you, even though, they might not be what you're looking for, I think that deserves, it depends how they approach you. If they're just being full on with you, with no regard for what's in your profile or anything, then obviously you can be full on back with them and say no, basically. Like, I'm not interested, end of. But sometimes you just, you use your own discretion. Sometimes you might just have to stop talking to the person so they get the message. I think it's difficult sometimes. Like, say you've got a really close bond or good friendship with someone who actually does find you attractive, and you're not attracted to that gender. I think that is a bit harder. Do you know what I mean? But they have to just understand that you're not attracted to them. So say, for example, I was attracted to a guy. If he's homoromantic guy, it doesn't matter, because he doesn't reciprocate. There's no good in me pursuing that or going after that, because it's never going to happen. And if if that person then becomes attracted to females, it's up to them to tell you. It's not up to you to decide that. I have guy friends who I think I put them off women, actually. I think they decide after spending time with me, they'd rather be with a guy because they're undecided. They're like, oh yeah, I prefer a guy now. Oh, dear me. But I think they like me because I've got guy traits as well. So I think they really relate to me well in that. It's quite funny. I think I kind of put them off women for life. But I am kind of a bit of an unconventional girl, so it's not surprising. But yeah, but I think I probably help them make their mind up, because if I say I am attracted to them, then they probably like, oh, that's gross. I'm only attracted to guys. I know that now because I've been attracted. Do you know what I mean? A lot of women aren't outspoken like I am. Do you know what I mean? So if I tell a guy who's panromantic or biromantic that I'm interested in him as a possible relationship, and he thinks about it and thinks I could, and then thinks, God, I couldn't see myself with a woman, I've kind of helped him indirectly figure out that he's not really into women. Do you see what I mean? I mean, it might just be he's not into me, but if a guy's there thinking I can never see some of my guy friends that I spoke to, they thought about being in a relationship with me, and then they just thought I could never be with Sandra in a relationship, even though I like her a lot. But also I've realised through that I could never be with an actual woman. And so really I'm doing them a favour, do you know what I mean? I'm helping them realise that, this is what it actually feels like. And it's like when a female's attracted to you, and therefore they can feel that they are repulsed by the idea then of being in, it doesn't just make them think of me, it makes them think of being in a relationship with the other women as well, not just potentially me. And then they realise, oh, I'm not actually really that into women. It's not really something I could see. It's kind of like they like women, they like the emotional connection, they like the kindness and the caring, but I think they mistake that for attraction. And then they realise, actually, I do have some emotional connection with women. I can be really connected to them, really close with them, but I don't actually physically fancy them that much to be in a relationship with. Put me off work, said I overdone it being in the cold too long. Oh, doctor put you off work, said I overdone it being in the cold too long. I'm glad the doctor took you off work. I mean, obviously animals do need help, but you're more important, Ray, because I mean, obviously animals are equally important from the fact they need to live. But what I'm saying is if you don't get better, Ray, then you won't be able to save those animals anyway. So you've got to put yourself first. There are other people that can rescue them anyway. I know there are. So even though you do an excellent job, so I'm glad that you're having some time off and rest. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just do one thing at a time at the moment. Like this week, I've been so busy with various things. So I feel like it's something I like. This week has been like, because it's been like, you know, like with all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotion that's been on over the last week or whatever. By the way, if you're looking to get a copy of my Asexual Perspectives book or my Fibromyalgia book, go and get it tonight, because the end of tomorrow it goes off promotion. Do you know what I mean? My Asexual Perspectives print book is paperback is never on offer. I'll make that clear now, because I don't. This book here I'm talking about, don't make enough profit margin on it to put it any cheaper. So, and it, you know, it's 500 and something pages. That's why it doesn't ever change its price. And it's well worth the money for the amount, you know, I put a year's work into it, and it's got 47 different perspectives, and everyone who reads it loves it usually. Well, the majority do. You know, the ones that speak to me directly, they say they've learnt so much about themselves and really happy since reading it. So it's worth the money, definitely. But, you know, if you're going to get my Fibromyalgia book, print or the Kindle, or going to get the Kindle edition of this one, go and get it. It's worth every penny. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, Ray's got the book as well, so it's worth every penny. But, you know, the Kindle edition's still off until midnight. Well, I was going to say tomorrow, but it's today now, because it's Friday, the 6th of December, 2019, when I'm recording this. So it's still a good price when it is usually, anyway, because Ray got it when it wasn't. Did you get it? You got it when it wasn't on offer, didn't you? Yeah, you got the Asexual Perspectives one when it wasn't on offer, but it's still a good price anyway. So, you know, it doesn't really matter if it's out promotion, but, you know, if you do feel like getting a promotion, go and get it now, because now's the best time to get it. It won't be on promotion again. You know, like, I mean, last time it was on promotion, it was, you know, different price to what it is this time. So, you know, I don't really do offers the same very often. Do you know what I mean? So, and I don't do many offers either, because I know that, you know, the amount of time work and the margin in them, like now I've reduced it even more, it's minimal. But I just want to spread awareness of asexuality more, you know. But yeah, so if to just summarize this video before I completely go off the channel and say good night and good morning wherever you, is that, you know, I always look at it from like a polite point of view. First of all, if you've got someone approach you, I mean, it depends. Obviously, if you've got a sexual person and they're clearly being sexual with you, then you can just, you know, block them, get rid of them, or whatever. But if someone's attracted to you and they're being polite about it and nice, then, you know, just say, I really appreciate it, but I'm not interested in, you know, because I'm not interested in being attracted to women. If it's women attracted to, you know, like in my case, I'm not interested in women being attracted to me. I can't reciprocate because I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? So I'm usually polite about it and think, well, it's flattering because, you know, at least people are finding me attractive. It's very nice they feel that way, but it's just no go, because I'm just really not interested. So sometimes I'll just stop talking to them, so I don't encourage them. Other times I'll just say to them, I'm not interested. I usually always say I'm not interested first, to give them the benefit of that, so they could, you know, make their own decision and be like, oh yeah, she's blatantly not interested because I told her, because she told me she's not interested. But the ones that just carry on, you should see Sandra's Christmas decorations. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, I haven't got them up yet. I'm getting them next week, actually. I should be getting them next Wednesday from my parents. So thank you. Yeah, my Christmas decorations are cool when I get them up. I'll be like Sandra's Grotto, I call it. Instead of Santa's Grotto, I call it Sandra's Grotto. I once did a complete live stream all around my flat. So it's probably I think it was a live stream. Yeah, it was a live episode. I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, whether it's live or not, it was definitely on my channel a long time ago, probably a year ago. I've got also videos as well of all the decoration, because I used to be able to live stream in my flat when YouTube. I'm working all through Christmas as always. Oh, Heather. Oh no, Ray, sorry. Ray said I'm always working through Christmas as always. Heather says you're welcome. Sorry. I was like getting double vision. It's because I've been at a computer screen most of the day. I've still got computer stuff to do. So I think my head's a bit like woo-woo tonight. I'm working all through Christmas as always. Well, Ray, you're having a break at the moment because you said that you caught the cold. So you need to rest, because you can't help. One thing I always say on this channel, which is very important while I'm still talking on this channel, is to always look after yourself first. Because if you don't look after yourself first and make yourself better, you're not going to be a fit state to help anyone else. You know, like a while ago, I lost my voice completely. I couldn't do this live streaming. I was off for 2 weeks, and I still have got to get back to my asexual guide to sex book that I was working on with the interviewees, because I was off here for 2 weeks and I'm still catching up on work I should have been doing in the time I was resting, but I had to rest. Like for a week I did nothing. I tried to start writing one day, but I started feeling ill again, so I had to force myself to rest. And sometimes that's what you have to do. It's a challenge. You have to challenge yourself. Like, I will not work for X amount of days, and you have to stick to it, and you have to promise yourself, and you have to stick to it with clarity, clarification. I'm doing this for myself. That's it. Nothing's stopping me. I'm going to rest, then start 23rd of December. Good, Ray. You're going to rest. This is good. You have to make yourself rest sometimes. It's sometimes really difficult to do that. It's difficult for me to do that because I'm always used to doing stuff, but it did me the world of good because my mind's better now. And I'm doing one thing at a time. So I feel a bit bad that I haven't carried on with my asexual guide to sex book for over a month. I mean, I did one little bit for it, but and I need to speak to my interviewees again this month because it's been about a month since I've spoken to them by email. And usually I keep in regular contact, but I wanted to get my asexual meetup mastery course done, and then so I can get that out of the way, so because someone's waiting to buy it, and then I can get on with doing my asexual guide to sex book and the other stuff I've got to do. But this week has just been promotion stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of lights on my favorite for Christmas. Oh, Heather. Yes, I love what do I love? I love the tinsel, as you probably guessed, being a Sparky girl. What else do I love about? I just love all the magic about Christmas. I love the fact that I decorate every single room in my flat. So I decorate the hallway, I decorate the kitchen, I decorate the toilet, I decorate my shower room, I decorate my bedroom. That covers all the rooms. I've got a kitchen, small kitchen, separate toilet, separate shower. When I say separate, they're all in a contained flat, but they're different rooms. A hallway and a bedroom. So in effect, I've got like 5 rooms, if you class a hallway as a room, which I suppose technically it is. So I've got like 5 rooms. So the shower room is so small. It's just one cubicle, and it's got a bit of a space like that between the cubicle and probably about that. I don't know. It's the size of this computer screen or something. It's not very much space between me and the actual, like, I don't know, it's like a square before you get in the shower. And I decorate everything. In the shower room, I put a little Christmas tree and a bit of tinsel. So yeah, I absolutely love Christmas. I know some asexuals, they don't celebrate Christmas, they don't like it. I mean, I'm not strictly religious, but I just think of Christmas as a wonderful time to buy my loved ones presents, my parents, who I love dearly, buy my little furry kid Angel a present, who I love dearly. I get to spend more time with Angel because I spend time over my parents. I stay over there, so I won't be able to do the live streams when I'm over at my parents this year, and that's a bit like tricky. I'm like, oh no, what am I meant to do? Like, how am I going to do my channel? I'll probably have to record videos or something. I don't know if I can, because I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I don't know if I've got my facilities set up to go to video. I think I've got my phone. I think my phone can put something on YouTube, I think. But I might not. I might have to do videos and not be live, which will be annoying because I love being live, as you know. Not unless I can find a way of doing it. But I will have to keep on rescuing dogs at home. But I will have to keep on having rescue dogs at home. But I won't go on any jobs. Right. Okay, Ray. Well, if you need to have rescue dogs at your home, you need to have rescue dogs at your home. But I do think you need a rest. Do you know what I mean? Like, you do have to have a break sometimes from things. Do you know what I mean? It's very important you look after yourself, Like, I am so glad I spent that time resting, even though it was hard to do it. And at the moment, I will rest if I really need. I mean, I'm really busy, but I will take some time out. I have watched a movie this week because I need some rest time, because I've worked out, like, you can't see from here, but I've got like positive affirmations. And they say I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm happy and productive. Like, affirmations are something you say as if it already was. So even if you're not really wealthy, by saying I'm wealthy, you are like wealthy in your mind and you'll become more wealthy. And if you say I'm productive, you could become more productive because you're telling yourself this stuff. You're like basically reprogramming your mind, right? So, but what I've worked out is when I put I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm happy and productive, I've worked out the formula for getting the best out of life is to be healthy first. Then that makes you more happier. Then you be more productive. When you're more productive, you get more work done, then you can get more money coming in. I'm like, yay, I've cracked the formula. So it's healthy, happy, productive, and wealthy in that order. Because I worked that out, because I worked it out for myself that unless I'm feeling good and and stop, because I need to stop being stressed, because what happens when I'm stressed is I start getting low blood pressure. I mean, the doctors acknowledge to get low blood pressure. I've been in hospital with low blood pressure before, not high but low. Low blood pressure makes you really dizzy and so that you feel you can't stand up sometimes. It's very disorientating. And so when I was like, I had the respiratory infection, before that I had another infection, and I had low blood pressure. And so I have to keep my goal at the moment is to get mostly focus on one thing at a time, get that finished, get that done, completed, and then do another one, but rest if I need to in between. Because if I don't rest and keep my health up, if I start getting stressed, I start getting dizzy, then I can't work very well, because I might feel disorientated and like my head's not quite with my body, and it gets really like, sometimes I can't work with it because it makes you a bit like incoherent, or like not able to concentrate. And some of the stuff I do, I have to have so much concentration for. And so it's better that I spend it's a bit annoying that I'm taking, in some ways, I feel like I'm taking time, but then I think that it's not really any different, because before I wasn't being very productive because I was getting ill with the dizziness a lot of the time. So I'd rather, if I'm feeling dizzy or feeling stressed, stop that. Like last night, I had to deal with some business stuff, right? And I was in a conversation for a few hours via messaging trying to get this thing sorted. Because I'm in a summit. I'm in an expert summit talking about asexuality. It's starting on Monday. I have to talk about that actually. I'll have to do a live stream about that. Yes, I have to talk to you about that because it's really important. I talk to you about on the channel. I'll do that probably tomorrow, and I'll put the link down below tomorrow. Yeah. But basically, I'm in a authenticity summit. From Monday onwards for a week. I'm a speaker on day 4. So I've been preparing a lot for that. So I think it's really important that I talk about that tomorrow night. Tonight now because it's Friday, but it's important I talk about that. So before Monday. So yeah, and I was preparing a lot for that, but something to do with the social media post that I was writing, I had to get some information on the event, and it was a bit difficult. So it was stressing me out a bit. But then I got it all in the end. But then I had to rearrange it all because the person who's organising the event, they're absolutely wonderful person. They've overcome cancer, which is amazing. And their story is so inspirational. That's why they set up this authenticity summit, which I'm part of from Monday onwards. And I might even put a link down below anyway, so you can check it out like today after the video. So the authenticity, I'll talk about it more, but the authenticity summit is how to like break through negative patterns from your past, how to recover from past trauma, how to heal emotional wounds. And it's 78 experts speaking across 7 days. And I'm known as the asexuality embrace your quirky expert on there on day 4. So, and mine's part of the heroic journeys discussion. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to being on that, and it's a big leap forward for me because this is a global summit. So asexuality is being spread awareness about all over the globe. So I've said quite a lot about it tonight, but I think I'll go a bit more in depth tomorrow about it because I think it's really important that I do a video titled that so people can really tune in. But I will keep on having rescue dolls. I have to go, Sandra. I have to lay down. Take care. Well, yes, I'm going now anyway. Because I'll do a live stream tomorrow about the summit more, and I'll put a link down below for you to check it out. But yeah, but the person who's organised it is German, so the language is a bit difficult sometimes. So, but they're such a lovely person, and I had to read some documents, and some of it's in German grammar, so it's a bit difficult for me. But it's all good in the end. I'll sort it all out. So anyway. Thanks, Ray, very much for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as always. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit that great big notification button so you get notified every time I go live right now or post a new video. Don't forget, like I said, give this video a thumbs up, share the channel, and I want to say thank you so much for joining and tuning in. If you didn't catch all this video and you want to know more advice about what to do if you've got a different type of person, a person that's attracted to your gender and you're not attracted to them back, then please do watch the video on replay from the beginning, because most of that information is contained in the beginning of this video. So please do that. Thank you so much, Ray. Lots of love to you. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Heather, for tuning in. Lots of love to everyone else that's tuning in as well. Love you all dearly. Embrace your quirky and each other. I'll see you on the next video live stream. Take care, and lots of love to you all. Take care. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Love you. Bye.